Hey guys, it's Liv. Today I'm going to be giving you guys over 100 plus Halloween costume ideas, and I have them all separated by categories, by solo, group, duo, and couples, all of the above. And I try to be as creative as possible and not give you like the most basic costumes that you've ever heard of, although some of them are based on like trends in 2026 and 2025, different like pop culture stuff, movies, film, television. These are a mix of like funny ones, baddie ones, easy kind of like last minute, low effort ones. And although I'm giving you more than 100 ideas today, I could probably come up with 100 more, so if you want a part 2 of this, let me know. And my dog, Penelope Von Fluff, has made an appearance. What is she doing? Say follow my Instagram. You want to be in my video? No? Okay, let's get into the ideas. Okay, starting off with the solo ideas, kind of like rapid fire these. If I talk too much about them, this might be like the longest video in existence. I feel like this first one would be cute, but it's Indiana Jones. I saw like one person do that last year and their costume ate down, so I feel like that would be a really good idea. You could do Padme from Star Wars, and if you wanted to turn that into like a duo costume, you could do Padme and Darth Maul. Alright, I meant Padme and Darth Vader. And then another solo costume is Darth Maul. I saw someone do this last year and they wore like a black top with like the hood. It did like the red and yellow eye contacts, and then just hold a lightsaber. Or you could do like a group of a bunch of Star Wars characters too. Next, I have a Greek goddess. I feel like this is a really good idea, especially with the Odyssey coming out. You can kind of copy like Athena's outfit from the movie, even though it's basic, but like you can do like any Greek goddess. Really just wear like a white outfit and like gold accessories and say that you're a Greek goddess. Like you can do Clark Kent. That was one of my ideas last year, but I ended up not doing it, and I told my roommate to do it as a last minute idea, and she did it and it ate down. So do Goldilocks, or you could do Goldilocks and a bear, or 3 bears if you want to make that a group costume. I have a feeling for some reason unicorns are going to be popular this year. I don't know why, but especially with the unicorn frappuccino coming back at Starbucks. And I've also seen a couple other people talking about wanting to be a unicorn on TikTok, so and I think you can make a really cute unicorn without making it like cringy 2016 vibes. You know, we always see like the pop girl costumes, but I feel like this year we're gonna see Katy Perry. I feel like we're gonna see Katy Perry California Girls. I haven't seen this movie and I haven't heard great things about it, but you could be Supergirl or Wonder Woman or just Clark Kent. Made the Superman movie last year, right? So I think that'd be cute. You could be Harry Potter, you could be Harry Potter and Hermione. I also haven't seen Harry Potter, so if I'm like mixing up the character duos, please don't come at me. Harry and I don't know the other guys' names. You could be Casey Becker from Scream. You could be Freddy Krueger. I saw someone do this last year and they just wore like a red cropped sweater and like shredded it at the bottom with like long nails. Do like Chucky and like, what is it, the Bride of Chucky? I have Vanellope Von Sweets, Wreck-It Ralph. I feel like that's such an easy costume, especially if you have black hair or dark like brunette hair. I don't think it's like too common. So next I have Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon. I feel like that one might take a little bit more accessorizing to like really sell the idea. Next I have Betty Boop. Be the other mother from Coraline. One of my friends actually did this last year and her costume ate. I have a feeling we're gonna see everybody and their mother do this costume, but if you want to join in on that trend, you could be Nikki from Obsession. I personally don't think doing a duo costume with Nikki and Bear is a great idea. Again, I haven't seen the movie, but based on what I've heard happens in the movie, I don't think Nikki and Bear would be a good idea, but I do feel like a lot of people are going to do it. I think being Nikki solo would be better. Make sure the shirt that like Nikki's wearing in that like one scene where it's like red and black is from Princess Polly. You could find like 1,000 different versions of that online. It could be Pearl or what's the other one? Maxine? I think it's Pearl and Maxine. Next I have Cleopatra. You could be a genie. If you want to be a duo of genies, I feel like that would be super cute. You could also be Shimmer and Shine, the pink and blue genies from that little like kids cartoon. You could be Fancy Nancy. Super simple, but yet I feel like people would get that, you know. These next few are for the gingers out there. Sorry. Like that, but like these are all like ginger characters that are coming up next. I have Merida. You could be Kim Possible. It's literally super simple. You can wear green pants, a black top. What? You could be Starfire. I don't know what that's from, but I've seen people be that and it's cute, so yeah. And I also think there's another character that a lot of people do when they do Starfire. Be Meg from Hercules. I love this next idea, but you could be like literally any Strawberry Shortcake character. That would be so adorable, and even more adorable would be a group of Strawberry Shortcake characters. Like you could be Strawberry Shortcake, Lemon Meringue. Especially if you're blonde, Lemon Meringue would be super cute, and I feel like that's super simple. Be Sharpay Evans. Couple costume, you can be Sharpay, and I think you should be Sharpay and what's the basketball player's name from High School Musical? Not Troy Bolton. Chad. Or Gabrielle and Troy. This is kind of like a meme one. You can be Gru, but specifically when he's a fairy, especially if you're blonde. Funny one I have is Rob from Love Island. You can wear overalls and buy a little snake toy or stuffed animal, cowboy hat, and boots. Call yourself Rob. You can also be the homeless ant meme, which would literally be so simple. You can buy like the cutest brown set ever, buy like a stick and put a blue bag on it. That'd be really funny. I also feel like there's probably a ton of like vines forgetting about that you could be for Halloween. And a lot of people know the Vine references, so you could be like literally any Vine. Okay, then you could be a Victoria's Secret angel. Any version of that. You could do like the wings, or you can wear like the robe. Because I have Barbie, and I feel like there's so many costumes that you could do for Barbie. On Pinterest I've seen the ones where they're wearing like the black and white striped bathing suit, and I feel like that one's really cute because it's literally just that. Or you can wear like a striped top, black shorts, the cowgirl costume. You can be Zendaya Hat Theory. He's so funny. Oh my god, if I saw someone doing Zendaya Hat Theory, I would think you're actually like the funniest person that I've ever met on earth. Also like crazy niche reference. Oh my god, if a couple did Zendaya Hat Theory and Tom Holland from that like lip sync karaoke thing that they did where he was singing Umbrella, you would actually be the funniest group of people I've ever met. I need to see that. Tag me in it if you do. It can be a little bed bug. I feel like a bed bug would be adorable because you can wear like the comfiest little like dress and then just a sleep mask and then get little like antennas. You could be a royal guard, like one of those British ones that have like the fluffy hats. And I've seen a lot of these, but I feel like it's super simple and I feel like we're gonna see it again this year. You could be the princess and the pea, especially if you have that little pea jelly cat. Next one is another funny one, and I would also think that you're awesome if you do this.
Is my phone buzzing so many times?
You could be a cereal mascot or a chip. So like you could be like the cheetah from Cheetos, a cereal mascot. You could be like the tiger. Even better, you can make it a group, and you could be like the Trix bunny, tiger from Frosted Flakes, Captain Crunch, be the Lucky Charms leprechaun. I don't really eat cereal that often, so I'm not 100% sure. You can be a painter. That one's super simple. Literally just wear like a cute outfit underneath, white overalls, little DIY, put some like paint splotches all over your overalls, a red beret. Easy. I've seen people do Bob Ross, which there's another meme costume, Bob Ross. You could be Sally So's Seashells by the Seashore. I had to lock in to say that, but I feel like that would be adorable, and I've seen people do this different ways. Like a jacket and tape a bunch of like seashells to the inside of your like blazer jacket and then be like, you wanna buy some seashells? Wear like a cute little beachy outfit, like tape or like hot glue like seashells to your outfit, have like a name tag that says Sally. I'm so jealous of anyone that is going to do this, or anybody that did it last year, because I did see a couple people do it last year. I was not fast enough to do it, but it's the Louvre thieves. Dress up as a robber and put a bunch of jewelry on. There's another like kind of more extravagant one, be a peacock, a cave woman, race car driver. That was super cute, especially because the F1 movie came out last year. Next, again, I think we're gonna see some mermaids or like a siren. So you can be Michael Jackson, because the movie just came out this year. Another music one that I think would be fun is David Bowie. I feel like there's so many different David Bowie costumes you could do. I feel like a mummy would be super cute, and if you could like really pull off a mummy costume, and that would be like such a fun like DIY. But it'd also be Jennifer Check. I don't know her name because I've never seen the movie, my bad, but you can be 13 going on 30. I've seen different costumes for that. It could also be Carrie Bradshaw. A ton of different costumes for that. Katniss Everdeen. I don't know his name because I didn't watch the movie. The trend of me saying I didn't watch things in this video, and it's making me seem like a loser. Mind you, I'm literally a film minor. You can be Jacob Elordi's character from Saltburn. I think you just wear a pair of jeans, white tank top, gold angel wings. Felix. Is that his name? I feel like I've heard that.
This is Jacob Elordi's character from Saltburn's name.
And I just like pulled that out of my like mind. It's crazy because I've literally never seen that movie. Another music one, I feel like Olivia Rodrigo has so many different costumes you could do. One that I think would be really cute is her little nurse outfit from the Cure music video. And another music one is Sabrina Carpenter. You could do like any of the short and sweet bodysuits, or like you could do her VMAs, the Grammys. Is that the one where she was like the pilot? Again, I've never seen this movie, so please don't sue me if I'm getting the name wrong, but you can be New Orleans Poppy from People We Meet on Vacation. And you could be Allie Hayes from like the Shakespeare scene and Off Campus. Marie Antoinette. And you could hold like a little cake toy or stuffed animal. Marie Antoinette. Why am I struggling to say that? I can't be Marie. It could be Suki from Fast and the Furious. Maleficent. You can also do a duo of Maleficent and Aurora. Could be a Girl Scout. I feel like that's so adorable. It would be Roderick Heffley, and if you want to make that a duo costume, you could do Roderick and Regina from Mean Girls, because I don't know why TikTok decided that was a duo. Especially if you're a girl, I think this one's cute. Not if you're a guy, but only if you're a girl. You can be Patrick Bateman. I feel like every man that does this, you're like, ew. But whenever I see a girl be Patrick Bateman, I'm like, yeah, that's cute. We are finally moving on to group costumes. I don't know why the solo ones took me 20 years, probably because there were over 60 of them. The first one we have is the Plastics from Mean Girls. It could be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, circus people, a clown, it could be a lion tamer, a ringleader, a mime, jester. I really want to see somebody do the Founding Fathers. The Founding Fathers would be so funny. If I saw Founding Fathers out, I would actually think you're the funniest people. So you could do Minions. Pretty sure the entirety of one of the sports teams at my school did Minions last year, and it was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. You could be the blonde squad from Victorious, where they're holding like where they're filming that like thing and they're wearing the blonde wigs and they're holding like the bananas. You could be Link's Club Fairies, different 2000s pop stars as a group, so you could be Britney, Kesha, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Christina Aguilera, etc. Modern pop stars, so like Sabrina, Tate McRae, Olivia Rodrigo, Chapel Brown. You could do like, what's the one with the pink hair, Adele. Could be flight attendants, Monster High characters. Again, there's so many different options for Monster High characters. You could include guys in that one because there are male Monster High characters, and I feel like that could be like a cute like mixed group costume. Fairies from Tinkerbell. Next, I have different Alice in Wonderland characters, so like Alice, the Mad Hatter, the Cheshire Cat, the Queen of Hearts, the Bunny. Then you could be just like plain Victorious characters, especially if you have a guy doing Robbie and he's holding like the puppet. That'd be so funny. I feel like we're gonna see a lot of people do like Jellycat group costumes. I feel like that's gonna be fun. Scooby-Doo characters, Wizard of Oz characters, Toy Story characters. This one's a little bit more niche, but I feel like you guys have a trio. This would be pulled off really well. You could do Sabrina, Madeline Klein, and Margaret Qualley from the House Tour music video. And then next year would be a bunch of SpongeBob characters. Now we are moving on to the duo and why am I stuttering so bad today? Moving on to duo and couple costumes. Thank you! Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I had such an obsession with that movie when I was a kid. Tricky and Jake from Subway Surfers. Corpse Bride and Victor. Jack Skellington and Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Like I mentioned earlier, you could do Roderick and Regina. Oh my god, I want to do this one so bad. Mort and King Julian from Madagascar. I also have a great Mort impression that my friends have probably heard because I do it all the time. So if anybody wants to be King Julian with me. Next, this is a little bit more niche depending on like what you know, but I feel like Troye Sivan and Charlie XCX would be adorable. And to make it like more obvious, you could do Troye Sivan with like, I think whatever thing he's wearing, like that white tank top that has like the cutout in the middle. And then Charlie XCX, you could be like Brat and just wear like a black ruffle skirt, black boots, and then just wear like a green green brat shirt. Oh, to lock in and read and speak properly. Thank you. Jessie and Woody from Toy Story. Next would be great because the movie just came out this year, but you can be the Mandalorian and Grogu. Then you could be Coraline and Wybie. A bunch of different Beanie Babies, and that would be cute because you could do like different animal Beanie Babies. Like I said earlier, you can do Shimmer and Shine, the genies. Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps. A Ladybug and a Bumblebee. Tyler Durden and the narrator from Fight Club. Two of my friends did this last year and it was like one of my favorite costumes that I've ever seen. They ate down. They literally bought soap that said Fight Club on it. Be White Swan and Black Swan from Swan Lake. You could like do something more towards like the Black Swan movie. Remy and Alfredo from Ratatouille. Batman and the Joker, or Batman and Catwoman. Pete and Timothy Chalamet from SNL, like on skit where the yeet skirts, yeet skirt skirt. You know what I'm talking about? Cece and Rocky from Shake It Up. The Wildcats. And that is all that I have for today's video. I gave you over 100 costumes. If you guys think those are good and you want more ideas from me, let me know and I'll definitely do a part 2. I don't think it's ever too early to start thinking of Halloween costume ideas. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and see you later. Peace out, party people.